The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of Paltalk.com, AVM Software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is online. News Talk Online is a production of Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet with more than 4 million unique users on demand on YouTube and on iTunes and on my site, GaryBaumgarten.com, where you are encouraged to post your comments, whether you agree with the author or not. No retribution. And thanks to our friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio, we're syndicated into 12 million additional households. I am your host, Gary Baumgarten, and I'm coming to you live from the Personal Democracy Forum at the Jazz at Lincoln Center in Manhattan, right off of Columbus Circle, the center of Manhattan. Did you know that?
I've been here before.
I mean, did you know that when you go on a map, Quest or whatever, and to look where New York City is, Manhattan, this is it.
Oh, no, I didn't know in that sense.
That's right. That's where it is. Craig Newmark is my first guest. He is Craig from Craiglist.org. A web-oriented software engineer by training with 30 years of IT experience at companies like IBM and the Bank of America. Craig now spends his days working as a customer service rep at Craigslist. Come on, you're the founder. What do you mean you're a customer service rep?
In 2000, I realized that as a manager, I kind of suck. But I am a pretty good customer service rep. So now we have Jim Buckmaster running things. He does a great job. And I'm a good part of the customer service team. Even while attending the conference today, I've been catching up with my customer service responsibilities.
So if I post something and it doesn't appear properly in Craigslist and I call or write to complain, I might get the man himself.
If you'd emailed me directly, you would get me, and I'd try to help out. If I didn't know enough to, I would delegate it. I might delegate it upwards to my boss.
Yes.
But that's the way things work.
What are we? Are we getting the time given to us? It's 5 o'clock. We're getting the time.
Oh, the next session's beginning.
Oh, the next session's beginning. I thought we were in England and it was Big Ben chiming behind us. I forgot where we were for a second. Tell me, were you the guy who coined the phrase "keeping the internet free"?
I don't think that was me.
Okay.
I think that was perhaps one of the groups who are a lot smarter about this subject than I am. My role in a lot of areas is to find important issues where people are doing good work and to help out a little bit. Again, my first duty really is customer service. Beyond that, I sometimes find areas where people are doing big, important stuff, and then I'll help them out.
Tell me this. How do you make money with Craigslist?
Basically, what we do is we charge job posters in 11 cities. We charge apartment listers, brokers in New York and New York only, since real estate here is a blood sport. The principle, I asked a lot of people probably in 1999, what's the right way to pay the bills, and maybe do a little better than that. And they said, charge people who already pay too much for less effective ads. And the consensus was, sure, charge for job ads, real estate ads, maybe car ads.
But other than anything else, it's free. So if I'm selling my own apartment or house, I could just list it.
That's right. That would be free. A problem we have there is that sometimes the less scrupulous brokers will pretend to be owners.
Right.
And that's an ongoing problem. But for the most part, we have that problem tamed. We do have other problems.
One of the other problems, you got a little bad press today in the New York Sun. Did you see that?
We saw something where there's different versions of it. In some cases, we didn't have a chance to respond.
Right.
But the deal is that sometimes there are bad guys out there who want to abuse our site. They do learn that we're very good at helping the cops deal with the bad guys. And even I've handled a few search warrants and subpoenas, but generally it's the overall customer service team who does that.
I don't see you kicking in doors, though.
Not literally, but metaphorically, remember that when you're on the net, you do leave behind trace evidence.
Yes.
And this ain't exactly CSI Craigslist.
Yes.
But, we do know how to look at the basics. We work with cops, and in particular, NYPD, the Computer Crimes Unit, has described our work as exemplary, specifically top-notch. We've also worked with the New York City Department of Consumer Affairs, who love what we do because we've given them a lot of helpful information. And finally, multiple representatives from the New York City Council have told us that, again, they love what we do and how we help out.
Yeah, well, the New York City Council is full of blowhards, and you can't please everybody, so you got to please yourself. Craig Newmark is our guest, our first guest here from the Personal Democracy Forum. He is the founder of Craiglist.org. You're all familiar with it, I am sure. You've got something else going politically that you're trying to get established on the net.
Well, I'm helping other people who are doing really good work. For example, I'm on the board of something called Sunlight Foundation. Its mission is building tools for political transparency. So you can see things, for example, what lobbyists are doing with money. You can take a look and see how the net worth of congressmen increases over their tenure. Denny Hastert's report was kind of interesting.
Yes.
The deal is that that's one area I've been working on, but I'm very interested now in how we're seeing self-organizing networks forming around politicians who seem to be genuinely committed to, well, this idea of participatory democracy, where everyone gets a voice, where everyone gets to participate, and that's a big deal right there. I'm interested in how that's affecting the election and how that's affecting, well, governance beyond the inauguration. So far, we see that Barack Obama is genuinely committed to that, and that's a really big deal. In the interest of fairness, I want to see John McCain doing some of that too, but right now he seems to be controlled by some of the more predatory of lobbyists, and that's a big problem.
Yeah, well, the lobbyists are a real problem, and it's an issue that we've discussed many times here on this show because I believe that it is important for the citizens to be heard in Washington. The hell with the lobbyists, and if you stand there on Capitol Hill, you see a steady stream of lobbyists. So how do people get involved? How do they use